Until tomorrow, but already people are lining up outside electronics stores across the state trying to get their hands on a PlayStation 3.
The joy of games. This game retails for $600. Despite the high price, fans are braving the rain and the long lines to buy one, and so is our own Josh Davis, who's live in Portsmouth tonight, who has a little bit of his own PlayStation mania. Josh?
That's right, mania indeed, Scott. Just drive past any electronics store today and you're bound to see this. Tent after tent set up in anticipation of this game going on sale tomorrow, the PlayStation 3. Take a look at this video from last night in Nashua. The people lined up already outside of a Best Buy there to get their hands on this game. The story no different today on the Seacoast. We're outside of the Best Buy here, some 34 people lined up. All of these fans say, believe it or not, that this is worth it.
They've pretty much told us we're going to get them, so we're hoping. There's 6 here and there's 6 of us, so if you do the math, we all get one.
Now, some of these fans, entrepreneurs, they plan on selling this game for upwards of $2,000 on eBay if they can get their hands on it. Now, coming up tonight at 6, we're going to introduce you to 2 men who have flown thousands of miles to be at this Circuit City. Tune in tonight at 6 to find out why. We're live in Portsmouth. I'm Josh Davis, WMUR News 9.
All right, Josh, thanks very much. That's practically a Sony commercial going on out there right
sure
now.
Is. And there's rain on the way, too.
Yes, they're
a lot of it.
Very wet.
Find out why Portsmouth has been targeted as the best place to get your hands on the new PlayStation 3 and why some people have traveled thousands of miles to wait in this line. Join us for News 9 at 6. All across New Hampshire tonight, people, believe it or not, in the weather out there are camped out in front of electronic stores for just one item. It is called the PlayStation 3.
The game doesn't even go on sale until tomorrow morning, but that hasn't stopped these diehard fans in Nashua from lining up for days just to get their hands on one. Josh Davis is live outside of the Circuit City in Portsmouth. Josh, we understand that you hooked up with a pair who apparently traveled thousands of miles to be here?
Well, that's right, and this is what their living conditions have been like. Literally a tent city setting up here outside of the Circuit City here in Portsmouth. This tent is one of the essentials you're going to have to bring if you plan on getting one of these games. You're also going to need $600 and a lot of patience. The sign on the door of this Circuit City says the line starts here. But don't waste your time lining up because this store only has 6 and there's already 6 people camping out for this. A $600 video game system touted for its lifelike images, the PlayStation 3. At the head of the line, 2 men who flew all the way from London.
It's sort of one of those things you just decide spur of a moment to come out here and regret it later.
Pete Ibrahim says he's been planning the PS3 quest for months. He's created a color-coded map designating the store, selling the game, and the population of each city. Ibrahim says they determined Portsmouth was the location where they'd most likely be able to get one. His friend Wesley Little was dragged along for the adventure, thinking at first it was a joke.
Then we pulled up here yesterday morning, 8 o'clock. He sat down and pitched his tent there, and I was like, are you actually going to go through with this? 2 nights in the rain.
These are definitely some die-hard customers out here. One of the biggest obstacles they're having to deal with is the rain. In fact, this tent is now filled with water. They won't really be sleeping in that tonight, but they say all of this is well worth it. While some in the line say they'll sell the game on eBay for upwards of $2,000, Ibrahim and Little plan on keeping theirs. They've already sacrificed too much and come too far not to get one.
I've got exams this week, but I told them I had a wedding to attend to in the States, and that's why I'm here, basically.
Are there some textbooks in your tent, or are you studying?
There's one in my suitcase. It's probably not going to get opened, quite frankly, but...
The guys here say they've gotten a lot of attention from the customers coming in and out. In fact, someone earlier today offered them $400 for any one of these guys that would step out of the line, giving up their place. All of them turned him down. I suppose once you've come this far, there's really just no going back. We're live here in Portsmouth. I'm Josh Davis, WMUR News 9.
Okay.
Come on.
It's going to be a long, wet night tonight out there, I'll tell you.